New comparison 2024 BMW R1250RT versus 2024 Honda-ST1300. The BMW R1250RT with its 4-stroke boxer 2-cylinder engine with injection and a displacement of 1,254 cubic centimeters faces the Honda-ST1300 Pan-European with its 4-stroke engine with 1,261 cubic centimeters. The maximum torque of the R1250RT of 143 Nm at 6,250 rpm offers slightly more thrust than the 125 nm of torque at 6,000 rpm in the ST1300 Pan-European. On the R1250RT, a telelever with an adjustable spring preload and a stanchion diameter of 37 mm bounces at the front and a monoshock absorber with an adjustable spring preload and rebound stage at the rear. A double disc with a diameter of 320 mm and 4-piston calipers at the front and a disc with a diameter of 276 mm and 2-piston calipers at the rear ensure the necessary deceleration on the BMW. The Honda relies on a double disc 3-piston caliper at the front. A disc with 3-piston calipers is installed at the rear. When it comes to tires, the R1250RT relies on slippers measuring 120/70/17 at the front and 180/55/17 at the rear. The ST1300 provides ground contact with Pan-European tires in sizes 120/70/18 at the front and 170/60/17 at the rear. The wheelbase of the BMW R1250RT measures 1,485 mm, the seat height ranges from 805 to 825 mm. The Honda ST1300 Pan-European is 1,490 mm long from wheel axle to wheel axle and its seat height is 790 mm. 25 liters of fuel fit in the tank of the R1250RT. The ST1300 Pan-European has a tank volume of 29 liters. There are currently 22 advertisements for the BMW R1250RT on the 1000 HP marketplace, and 14 models for the Honda ST1300 Pan-European are currently available. This gives you a good chance of finding one of the models in your area. There are currently 497 searches for the BMW on the 1000 PS marketplace. Honda was currently searched 42 times a month. BMW's Boxer story is whole range of adventure bikes, roadsters, touringers. The RT is all about one thing: the new 1250 shift cam motor. Somewhere else they perform unique, but the power and torque of the new engine is a true wonder, and that is particularly the proof given by the RT. Power and torque. The old RT had been made fun of not being easy and lacking in performance and boost, which is the reason this shift can boost to provide with an output of 14% in peak torque and 9% in power, taking it up to 134 bhp. Indeed, it can't be compared with GTR 1400 Rocket or K1600 GT Stream, however now it doesn't lack and nor leaves the rider unsatisfied. Engine, gearbox, and exhaust. There had been a lot of unendingly debates previously. However, shift cam is astounding piece of work except the extra 84 cubic centimeters, and the Boxer twin gets an all-new head, which now holds 2 cam lobes per valve. The first, gentler profile, is for lower down performance, the second, an accelerator one, to boost performance control at higher RPMs. The consistently smooth moving system that slides between the two flaps at 5,000 or as per throttle. Economy. BMW guarantees around 59 mpg for the new RT. On a ride with RT it was observed that the bicycles showed figures of least 39 mpg. However, in typical use, and depending on the sort of riding, most RT riders do a great deal over 50 mpg with a 300+ mile range, which can be attainable. Handling, suspension, chassis and weight. There's no upgrades in the handling of the bike. The RT seems enormous and weighted, yet from the seat has demonstrated to be a strikingly flexible, agile, and drawing in rider with a lavish, stable ride, light, exact directing and altogether instinctive way. It probably won't look it, however the RT isn't simply worked for solace. Select the additional comfortability and choices of the dynamic ESA system and you can choose between cruise and scratch modes at the press of a catch. Brakes. The new 1250 has changed from the desired Brembo radial 4-cylinder caliper setup at the front, to a practically same mechanism, yet just because with calipers marked BMW, which are really made by American newcomers Hayes. You can't differentiate between the older and the new RT. The brake of a test ride proved to outperform the older fittings. All things being equal, there's no making tracks in an opposite direction from the way that, particularly for an as far as anyone knows premium tourer, it's a baffling move. Cost slicing move from Brembo to Hayes. Front calipers is irrefutably upgrade which just the professional biker will see any distinction. Comfort, there might be no progressions here too for 2019. As in the past, the RT's seat is luxurious, stature customizable while its ergonomics are faultless. What's more, the colossal, electrically movable screen heated grips and seat are accessible as choices. Equipment, the base RT costs £14,415 and with it, the new motor, 2 riding modes, rain and road, ASC, slope begin and ABS Pro for standards in plain white paints. However, from £18,480, the LE variant has metallic paint, ESA. Additional riding modes, keyless start, sound system, and the sky is the limit from there. Verdict: BMW's 1200 RT has been for all intents and purposes unchallenged as a tourer as far back as it was first revealed in 2005. After an update in 2013 it got a noteworthy upgrade. It has remained head and shoulders over the rest from that point onward, to such an extent that it wasn't only the best tourer around, it was seemingly BMW's best bicycle, period. The thing not liked in the new RT are the loss of Brembo brakes, a retrograde step, dowdy image, and expensive fully loaded. Amongst the most competitive rivals are Yamaha FJR1300 AE, BMW K1600 GT, Yamaha Tracer 900 GT. Honda-ST1300 Pan-European bike. Overview. The original ST1300 Pan-European was one of Honda's best ever machines, launched in 1990 as a heavy sporty tourer with a 1085 cubic centimeters transverse V4, shaft drive, full fairing, and hard luggage as standard. It was also the first bike with an optional safety biased traction control system and ABS, available from 1992 on. By 2002 though, the 1100 was getting on a bit, so Honda replaced it with the fuel-injected STX1300 Pan-European. Power was up from 100 bhp to 125 bhp, engine capacity went up to 1261 cubic centimeters, it lost 10 kilograms or so, and it got a full restyle. But the basics remained the same, a fast, comfy, practical tourer with a sweet transverse V4 motor that can waft you gently across continents, but also hustle like a sports bike when you want it to. There's an electrically adjustable windscreen, ABS, and a massive 29-liter fuel tank, good for over 300 miles at pace, but the overall tech level is basic, with no traction control or other goodies. Early bikes had a few recalls and problems with corrosion and build quality, but later bikes all sorted this. More worryingly, there were some stability issues with the first STX1300 police bikes, which actually resulted in some nasty crashes. That was found to be down to the heavy radio and other special equipment installed though, and hasn't been a problem for non-police Pan-Europeans.